Hello buddy, it's Bendominator and welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about everything in the brand new content update that we got today because there's actually quite a few interesting things that happened. If you guys do end up enjoying this video, be sure to give it a like, subscribe if you're new because I make videos like this all the time, and you can also use my supporter creator code Bendominator in the Fortnite item shop #ad. Let's go ahead and get right into the video. So the first thing I want to talk about here is a brand new map change. This is a map change that can be located near the sanctuary, kind of on the beach. And I think it's really cool, it's really interesting, and this is definitely going to turn into something more later on once we get the summer update next week. It seems like this is where a skate park type area is going to be located at, and we've had some leaks of skating being a thing in the game. Not sure if that's going to happen, but if it does, this would be the perfect area to find that mechanic. Also interesting to see the no sweat insurance kind of floaties being used again. We haven't seen those since Chapter 2, Season 3. So yeah, I'm super excited about this little landmark here, and I'm excited to see what it turns into. They have been absolutely killing it with map changes this season, and to further emphasize that, we have a reality tree springing up in Sleepy Sound. This reality tree, of course, is going to turn this into a Bloom POI, probably in the next update. So it'll act similarly to areas like Logjam Lotus, where it has different forms, and it changes each match. If you want more information about different POIs coming later this season, I made a whole video about it, and you can check that out. We also have the return of the Combat AR this update. This gun just got randomly unvaulted. I didn't see any leakers talking about it. No one was really able to predict it. It just kind of happened, and it seems very random, but here it is. We have the Combat AR in the game again, and honestly, I kind of like the Combat AR a little bit. I wasn't a huge fan of it, but I'm interested to see how it works in this brand new loot pool that we have for Chapter 3. Would I have preferred the standard AR? Yes, absolutely, but I'll take anything that we can get that has a bit more faster fire rate, because a lot of the guns this season have been very slow, and I think overall the Hammer AR is a really good improvement to the AR loot pool, so hopefully this will follow in that same vein. So a big thing that's happening is Fortnite Zero Build Arena is becoming a thing. This is something that I've wanted for a while, but it's only happening for a limited time, which is kind of disappointing because it kind of seems like it's going to be harder to get invested in this mode if it's not going to stick around forever. But let's go ahead and read the blog post and see what it's all about. So the blog post says, Zero Build Arena is finally here for a limited time. Grab your shockwave grenades and shield up with your trio because it's time to climb the league's Zero Build Trios Arena is available now for a limited time running from July 12th to August 30th, 2022, with fill enabled. So yeah, not only is it a limited time, but it's only trios. So honestly, a mode that I've been hyped for, I'm probably not even going to play due to these weird limitations. But hey, there is still more to read about this brand new Zero Build mode. For example, there's a loot pool section that reads, weapons and other items in Zero Build Arena will be the same as those in regular Zero Build. You should expect to see items that are not in traditional Arena with buildings such as heavy snipers, shockwave grenades, and portaforts. We will continue to monitor and make adjustments when needed. So it looks like that the Zero Build Arena loot pool is going to be different from the normal Arena loot pool, which could be interesting because if they make some changes to Zero Build that aren't in normal Arena, it could definitely change up the metas in both of those modes even more. So I'm interested to see what they do with the Zero Build loot pool, but again, if it's only sticking around for a limited time, I'm not really sure how much they're going to change. I'm just hoping that this is a test run for Zero Build Arena so that they can bring it back in the future and have it in all the different modes and have it stay forever. And maybe this is just a test run to see how it works, kind of get the loot pool ready and all that kind of stuff. That's what I'm hoping. And in terms of Zero Build Arena, there's even more since you can earn free rewards through it as well. Players who reach higher divisions will receive an additional reward when they reach 400 hype, Contender League, and Champion League. Each reward is listed below. For 400 hype, you get the Drippy Drift Spray. For the Contender League, you get the GGG emoticon, and for Champion League, you get the Godicon emoticon. And it's cool to see them giving out these rewards, but I think it would be cooler if there was more of an incentive to play this mode outside of the fact that it's just a Zero Build Arena, because like I said before, with it only being trios and limited time, I don't really have much incentive to play this mode, even though it's something that I am interested in. But moving on from that, we have a bargain bin week that will be starting on July 15 at 9 a.m. Eastern. It's interesting because we normally see these later in the seasons. They've been doing these wild weeks way earlier than normal, but honestly, I'm happy about that. It's cool to see these wild weeks. be kind of done throughout the season instead of just all cram-packed at the end. Is Bargain Bin a particularly interesting one? Not really, but it is cool to see it nonetheless. In terms of balancing changes, if you missed it, the striker pump damage has been reduced by 12 for body shots. The burst AR now does the same damage at all ranges, which means it now deals 3 less damage at mid-range and 5 less damage at long range, and the 2-shot second shot now fires 50% faster. Out of all these balance changes, I like the 2-shot change, but the burst AR and striker pump just seems so unnecessary, especially the striker pump. Like, that thing did not need to be nerfed. I feel like overall, this change just kind of makes the loot pool worse. Yes, we got a buff that was much needed for the 2-shot shotgun, but it came at the cost of nerfing 2 other weapons that just didn't really need to be nerfed, and they're kind of just worse than they need to be now. And yeah, overall, I think this is probably one of the worst things they could have done to this loot pool. Epic is just really scared of having good weapons in the game, yet they don't mind the fact that the Stinger SMG still exists and is still pretty strong in the eyes of many people. Do I particularly have a problem with the SMG meta? Not really, but it is still a problem that majority of the community is speaking out on, and the fact that Epic is still ignoring it, it's just frustrating. They're doing really weird things with the loot pool, and I just don't really understand the thought process behind a lot of these changes. But on the contrary, there is a nerf that I do actually understand, which is the Portafort. You can now only hold 2 of these per slot instead of 5, which makes sense. 5 is a lot for a Portafort. Like, you could just spam these things everywhere. So 2 makes a lot of sense in my opinion. I think that's a pretty good change. And to end off this video, I have one kind of unrelated piece of news, but I want to talk about it. There's these Fortnite action figures that are coming out soon, and look who is in the lineup. Yes, Axo is going to be turned into a marketable action figure, and I couldn't be more excited, honestly. Always cool to see Fortnite showing this skin some love, because it's been a while since he's really gotten anything. He hasn't been in a trailer for a long time, hasn't gotten an edit style in a long time, hasn't gotten any new cosmetics added to his set in a long time, and I'm hoping that next week's summer update is going to be the update to give him at least a new edit style. And this funny little action figure gives me hope, and I just can't wait to see how it actually looks, because all we have is this image of the box. But anyway, guys, that's about gonna do it for this video. If you guys like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, because I make videos like this all the time, and you can also use my supporter creator code Bendominator in the Fortnite item shop #ad. I will see you guys in the next one. Have a great rest of your day, and goodbye.